We're so back. What's up, Baker? How's it going, man? Couldn't be more back. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Dude, I hear this tune, I can just like mentally hear the fucking Luigi dealing cards. Rusty Garage with the 45 months. Holy, yeah, dude, that's almost 4 years. I've been streaming for like. How long have I been streaming for? It's been a long time. We're not playing anything today. We're React champs. Today. Rivals 2? That's not even out. What's happening on Smash Twitter? I haven't looked. Pump. It's content time, baby. I look fucking sick. Hold up. I didn't know I could look this sick. This should be a character. This guy right here. Alright, I got you. I thought it would be something like more fun. Not even close. I watched your vids for a minute before realizing you were streamed. You mean just like in general? Okay, when I say how long have I been streaming, I mean like, you know what I mean. I also didn't realize you guys can't hear the music. I am happy godly gamer. This is lit. What are you talking about? You found peak. You look like a potato with that headband. I don't look like a potato. I look fucking sick, dude. Lavender tea goes hard. I like lavender. I like elderberry's my favorite. I wouldn't say I'm hungry, chat. I'd say I'm tired. I might be stupid. I'm not tired, I'm hungry. What am I even supposed to be doing right now? I should probably look up what YouTube videos I'm supposed to be making.
Smash Ultimate's about to be...
This song sucks ass. It's like the same. Why can't more pros be like you? I mean, it's fucking impossible to be this cool. Hold on. It's fucking impossible to be this cool. All right. I can barely read chat like this. This is fucking awesome. Lucky RNG, thank you for the 10 months. It's going pretty fucking good. That's a throne fit. Bow to your king. Oh shit, we got a level 1 hype train. Let's fucking go. Can we get a level 2 hype train? Let's see what you got, chat. Get your resubs in right freaking now. Get them in. He's making more subscribe call to actions. Not quite yet. Sick fit. Thanks, Blue. I appreciate it. Goggin and Doggin. Yeah, sure, Jax, yeah. Storms with the 5 gifted. That's what I like to fucking see. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. If there was ever a day I did not regret clicking this stream. What's up, Heavy? How's it going, man? Put a swim cap on for level 3. That would hide my fucking trip. I'm not doing that shit, man. Should I lower my camera? Right, because normally you want to be like around the middle, right? You want your head to be around the middle or like a little above. And this is if I'm sitting up. But I sit like this most of the stream. I just fucking I lean back, you know? Beautiful. Zoom in, might maybe pull it up a little. I thought it was a hurricane, but now it's a blizzard because this boy's so cold. Rock, thank you for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate it. Are those swimming goggles from way back when? Yes, they are. I want some of what Mars is on right now. Bro, hold up. If I get a bottle of alcohol and I just like pose with it with this fit on, that's thumbnail quality right there, dude. The drip is unmatched. Agreed. Holy shit, dude. It's so hard to reach at. I cannot lie. Can you guys see the sharks? Do I gotta get up in there? Yeah. Can you see the sharks or no? There's sharks in the glasses. You can? Hell yeah. That's what I like. Is that what those are? I thought they were just smudges. No, there's actual sharks in here, dude. Drill diver, that was one of the worst messages I've ever read because you spelled Xenoblade wrong and Snake isn't even in that game. I'm about to make a name for myself here. Just watched a video about how holograms work. Makes them way cooler. Fucking nerd. 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 Alright guys, despite my absolute unmatched drip right now, hold up. I gotta do an intro. Despite my absolute unmatched drip right now, it's time to make a YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about, okay, it was a video that Vars the Third made. It's called Smash Ultimate's X Top Tiers and why they fell off. And there's pretty good reason for those things. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Do I look like the kind of guy that you would trust? Well, trust his opinion. This is clearly a guy who knows what he's talking about, right? That's why you're here. You want to know why the Smash Ultimate top tiers fell off, and I'm actually here to tell you why. Not Vars the Third. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's not a professional. I'm a professional. I dress like one too. This should be an emote. I should make a face with this and just make it an emote, like, you know, something like that, something disgusted. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Oh, this is also just another look. That's insane. Look at this. What if I put it on like as a collar? Not nearly as cool. Not as cool. Not as cool. All right, drip aside. Let's get into the video. Do the sharks go away with the green screen? Probably. Holy. Is this a green screen or did you paint your wall green? It's a green screen. All right. I'm curious as to like what characters he's going to talk about, because if he says Palu, I'm gonna maul because Palu has not left. Palu is still a problem.
Be 6 years old in a couple of months. I can't believe this game came out back in 2018. A lot has happened over the years, even though...
My goodness. All right, chat. Give me one top tier that you think fell off. Inkling literally being on the screen is certainly one of them. Wolf did not fall off. I don't care what anybody says. Wolf is still broken. There's still top level Wolf reps. Not as many. Still, Pichu, ZSS is actually a good answer in my humble opinion. Joker's back. Joker is so fucking back. When did this video come out? 3 weeks ago? 6 days ago. Joker's back.
Patches have concluded during the first half of the game's tenure thus far. Perceptions over characters have changed, players have developed and adapted their playstyles to other players developing and adapting their playstyles, and despite all the doom posting that went on in 2022 and 2023, I feel like the competitive scene has managed to stay fresh and exciting. Personally, I still look forward to watching and attending majors. A significant change that took place over the years is Ultimate's tier list. Being highly subjective, a tier list can change over time.
This is the first tier list? Wait. Okay, well this is after all the characters come out.
Even if a character doesn't get buffed or nerfed, as players find more...
Let me see, yeah dude, like noticeable fall from grace is like immediately are like Chrom, Inkling, Pichu. Over here, nothing really. Ike, I suppose.
Angles and strategies that can cause a character to get stronger.
Second official tier
and
list.
Vice versa, as players develop more counterplay, a character can become weaker by consequence. Smash Ultimate's timeline has effectively been severed into two eras, pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. To say that who we consider top tier are different between the two eras would be an understatement. Half the cast members who put in top 10 have fallen off the list at this point, with many no longer even being considered top tier. Bringing us to our video for today, I wanted to go over Smash's X top tiers and how they fell off from the meta. I should reiterate that given tier placements can be subjective, one can debate whether it's just our perceptions of a character that have soured over time, or perhaps we overrated the character back then.
Olimar is actually a pretty good example of a character that had like a super hot start, and then, you know what, he just kind of got power crept as it goes. Like, people just kind of figured out, like, Olimar's flaws and stuff, and, like, it makes sense why he was so successful early on. He still is kind of successful to this day, right? Candle's got some good results. Chuton literally beat Sonics, who's probably the #1 player right now with Olimar. But it used to be more common, you know? Just, like, was considered, like, maybe top 10, top 15, but people really kind of realized that you can just fish for trades against him, right? Even though he kind of has a disjoint, it's not amazing, you know? And he struggles with getting off ledge, you know. He does insane damage, which is super good for an early game. Characters that just poop out damage to an absurd degree just tend to do good, especially early on before people figure out counterplay.
Whatever the case, balance changes and the inclusion of new fighters definitely contributed to the fluctuations in character placements for better or worse, and I would say there are 5 notable ones. Even though the first quote-unquote official tier list of the game didn't come out until Lumirank took it upon themselves to be the central governing body for this, the competitive scene has been closely observing the progression of each character throughout the meta, namely keeping track of who's been doing worse.
I'm surprised Shulk fell off. I don't know what Shulk players are doing. This character's broken.
Over the past few years. For some, the right balance changes caused them to fall down a few pegs as a result of being overall less effective than we initially thought, while for others, it likely was due to the meta progressing in a way that diminished their strengths and or further exposed their weaknesses. So let's go through one at a time to locate the problem, beginning with the man himself, Joker. Joker was once believed to be the best character in Smash
Joker's still
Ultimate.
good. Joker never... He had a fall-off arc because, like, Goryoka wasn't really going to stuff, I'm pretty sure, and also Leo just stopped playing him. That's why he fell off. And now we have, like, Omega too, and Lemon's good. Like, there's a lot of good Jokers now.
When he first came out, and you wouldn't have to dig too deep to find out why. He had virtually every positive aspect of the game you could ask for without overextending too much in any of them. Fast on the ground and the air, good frame data, good combo game, good grab game, fast faller but not too fast to make it susceptible to combos, good utility, good ledge trapping, good edge guarding, good recovery, good neutral, good advantage, good disadvantage. He was honestly just good in every field, or perhaps great, with his only noteworthy weakness being comparatively worse attack range than that of actual mid-range fighters. Joker's fall from grace came as a result of three key factors in my opinion, first of which being the direct nerfs he sustained, many of which were compounded by the growing punish-oriented win conditions of most characters. Version 7 oversaw the harshest nerfs to Joker, first with this down gun losing a considerable...
This move needed this nerf bad. This move is insane. I don't care what anybody says. It should not have done what it did before.
amount of horizontal coverage, forcing Joker to effectively be right above his opponent to connect any of the shots. While gun is still easily top 5 neutral B material, losing this worsened both Joker's offensive and defensive game, as it's a lot easier to attack him from a diagonal angle on his way down, and he can't gimp or edge guard with gun nearly as effortlessly. Second major nerf was to Arsene, wherein Joker's rebellion gauge would deplete faster upon taking damage, exactly 33% faster at that, making it
Damn, I didn't know it was 33% faster after the nerf. Jeez, man. Definitely the biggest nerf is like Arsene disappearing more when you take damage. And down gun, and then the side B nerf. This character really got some crazy nerfs, and he's still good. That's crazy.
Combo string or a couple of neutral hits would be enough to get rid of his persona almost entirely before he had a chance to use it. Considering...
You could honestly argue that him losing Arsene isn't the worst thing ever, because Joker has a problem where if he like gets knocked off stage and he gets Arsene, it sucks because it makes his recovery more exploitable when he has Arsene. So him losing it faster could sometimes be seen as a good thing.
Without Arsene, Joker would be at most a high-tier character. It makes sense why he went from top 2, arguably number 1, to his new placement of rank 10, on the fringe of falling off the Apex tiers. Most people consider top tier to be rank 15 or higher, so by all accounts, Joker is still a top tier, but going from rank 1 to rank 10 is still a pretty measurable decline, and it's easy to see why. On average, Joker has Arsene less often than he used to, forcing players to rely more on his base version, which by my estimate would be around rank 20 or even lower. If hypothetically Joker had perma Arsene, then of course he would be the best character in the game, so averaging that out, Joker would be hanging around the 10 to 15 spot.
Perma Arsene
rebellion gauge's depletion was
fuel.
a double whammy, because the meta was already progressing in the direction of more damaging punish games. The final reason is, I think it was the top player effect, where people had such a high opinion of a character purely because it was a fighter of choice, or the GOAT of Smash Ultimate. Not to downplay the...
I think towards the like right before COVID started, I feel like people were really getting used to like fighting Joker, you know? I think people were like figuring out what the character, like just how to work around the character and what the plan is for neutral. There's a lot more player to player interaction when you're fighting against a Joker. Like you can't just like mindlessly hold in a lot of the time or else you'll just lose the Joker, which is what a lot of people did, especially in early Ultimate. But like people were like like I was starting to beat him, like Light was getting close to beating Leo, like Sam Sora was beating Leo, like it was good shit. I mean, people were fucking figuring it out, and like he would sometimes struggle against like random ass like players too. Maybe not struggle, but he would like drop a game or get close to it.
Achievements of Tsubaki, Koryoka, and Omega, but it's no coincidence that public opinion towards Joker dwindled following Leo's decreasing results. And though watching his Joker now looks even more impressive than pre-pandemic, that's where the nerfs came into play, causing an overall loss of value in the metagame for Ren, or Akira, whichever name you prefer. Next character is going to be Roy. After the initial explosive reception of Chrom came and went,
he's
Roy
peaking
was
right now. What are you talking about?
For the first few years of the game, being considered the best swordy prior to the advent of Aegis. Having strong hitters across the globe like Alice, Flo, and Goblin, along with the Roy main Pola, representation and results came for the boy, and it's about time too after having poor status in Melee and Smash 4.
Alright, what is this dude on?
Agreed
He's been
upon
wrong
as
twice.
a top 10 character, Roy now sits at rank 19, which I politely disagree with. I think that may have been a bit too pessimistic of a rating for him, but I can see why. Roy's all about aggression, striking first and continuously striking with unrelenting pressure. His ability to effectively mash and get away with it made him as effective as he was dangerous, and unlike Joker, he hasn't received any nerfs at all. Moreover, considering the myriad of ways a Roy can f you up, logic dictates that he would only have gotten better as the player base became more punish-oriented. On paper, yes, Roy's punish game may be even more threatening than his aggression, but his downfall stems from one simple issue with his gameplay: he has to engage. Most sword fighters prioritize a
Oh no, he has to engage with all of his extremely safe several combo tools and grab follow-ups. What a drawback for Roy. Surely I hope he doesn't, like, you know, struggle with approaching, right? Like, surely they wouldn't make it so that he's really fast and also low profiles with his dash and has good airspeed. They wouldn't do that, right, chat?
mid-range, spacing-oriented playstyle to strike opponents while avoiding their attacks. You can easily see this among the likes of Cloud, Pyra, and Sora, whose superior hitboxes enable them to play a keep-away game rather than actual approach. To an extent, Roy can perform this too, but with this pressure being much weaker from afar given his unique hitboxes, Roy has been thought of as a big swordy, kind of like Joker. They do make use of weapons, but their effective range isn't significant enough to allow them to play a spacing-oriented strategy. At the very least, for Joker though, he has 2 long-range attacks, one of which cannot be reflected, which he can then use to force approaches. Roy, on the other hand, does not. He has to go in close, uncomfortably close at that, and with the rise of many Punish-oriented characters like Steve, Kazuya, Game & Watch, Sonic,
Let's be honest,
Snake,
his only
Bayonetta.
drawback is the player getting sour spots. Dude, that's not even a drawback because the sour spot's still combo. And in some cases, you want the sour spot because combo is hard.
Luigi, and by extension everyone else getting better at taking a mile when given an inch, having no option to play wait and see makes it so Roy has to fly dangerously close to the sun, rendering him vulnerable to getting exploded as easily as he can explode them. So far, the top Roy players have been able to adapt, with Cola in particular learning how to temper his aggression just enough to not overextend. But the fact remains, Roy has to engage. Watching Cola Set versus Riddles as CEO is a testament to how ridiculously tight the margin for error is. Cola literally went Ultra Instinct that day, and it still came down to the wire. Trying to sustain that long term just isn't tenable, so while Roy has stayed the same, the meta evolved against him. Next character will be Wolf. Mr. O'Donnell came back from Smash Ball with a vengeance.
This one's a
quickly
more
rising to
agreeable
prominence
one because
during
there's
the
not a lot of
pre-pandemic era
Wolf players
and even
out right
briefly
now.
during post-pandemic. Like Joker, Wolf had the perfect combination of speed, strength, and tools to handle just about any situation, only instead of fluctuating between strong with Arsene and weak without, Wolf had a consistent power level. Being a jack of all trades is especially helpful during the early stages of a meta. Since you don't know what to expect, it helps to have an answer for everything.
Wolf really was just the first jack of all trades, right? In the meta. I think he did just say that, but like I never really thought of it like that. Like before there was DLC, the first good all-around character, I suppose, right? Never really stood out in any direction except for his pre-patch down smash. He could cheese hard. Heesh. Paulo's actually another good one, yeah. I wouldn't say Mario. No, Mario is rush down bullshit. He is not balanced. Pit was not a good character, especially at the time. Like, I guess I would agree with Lucina too. It's just that I feel like Wolf especially does like above average in every single category, whereas you could argue that like Lucina doesn't really have a good disadvantage, right? Or like she struggles a little bit to kill as opposed to Wolf. Wolf struggling to kill is a total government lie, by the way. We're just talking about all-arounder, right? I don't know. Like, I think this character should still be doing good. Unfortunately, we live in a world where everyone's a cheeser and tries to kill you at 10, and Wolf struggles against those kind of characters.
As time goes on though, and plays become more refined and optimized, playing a character with the potential to min-max can take you much further, as evident by the number of mid-tiers climbing through the ranks, while generalist characters like Wolf and Palutena have been falling off in recent years. Between the two, Wolf has definitely gotten hurt more. The interesting thing is people were complaining about Wolf getting nerfed a bunch, but really the only thing that got nerfed was down smash, which is still an absurdly strong attack even to this day. Lester suffered 3 more frames of van lag, but considering Wolf shoots it from far away, it doesn't make that much of a difference anyway. Not to say that down smash no longer killing at 50 is irrelevant, but it's not like they gutted his entire kit. Calling back to the aforementioned lack of min-maxing, Wolf has for the most part been solved a long time ago. He has great tools, but they're very honest in what they do, not allowing for any real nuance beyond their initial applications. To be fair, those initial applications are all he really needs, but I think as a whole, Wolf's decline came from a mixture of people overrating him and also a mixture of him getting power crept. Fighters Pass 2 featured many fighters with extremes to say the least. Extreme range, extreme close quarters combat, extreme setup traps, extreme speed. Wolf is characterized by being above average in every aspect, but not having any one part be head and shoulders above the rest. He has good kill power,
Generally,
but not Diamond Steve or Kazuya levels of power. He has good speed, but not quite enough to where he can shut damage and confirms like his rival counterpart Fox. He has good neutral, but not Samus or Min levels of neutral, stuff like that. This is reflected throughout his tournament history. Wolf had some of the highest representation pre-pandemic, and even post-pandemic, you had CDK, Orion, Ouch, Chackle, Masha, and Atorie, good players across the board, but collectively, they've all drifted downward slowly but surely. Chackle was the last remaining holdout in the top 50, consistently hanging in the 20 to 30 mark, before he too got eventually pushed down as a result of the increased competition. That, and I feel like he was never top 10 material to begin with. It's kinda like Pichu, where he would have fallen off even if he never got nerfed. Second to last character is Pokemon Trainer, yet another case.
He would have fallen off even if he never got nerfed. I guess that's actually kind of true. I don't think Pichu would have stayed relevant though. Pichu was broken. And there's a lot of Pichu players now, even though he's not that good. Pichu would have stayed relevant probably the entire meta.
Of where did they go? The player base at large considered the buffs given to Pichu
Void would still be playing this game.
from Brawl substantial enough to believe the character was top 10, and with incredibly strong results during the first year and a half of Ultimate's competitive scene, that wouldn't be too far-fetched. You had players like Ned, Puppe, Quid, Tweak, Atoria, and even Lepin picked him up for a time back when he tried out Ultimate. Much of their initial success came from how insanely broken Ivysaur was, effectively hard carrying the squad on its own. Following the nerfs in version 4, some of Ivysaur's power budget got shifted to Charizard, leveling the 3 Pokemon out. This was still seen as an overall net nerf to the character though, and since then they went from a top 10 candidate to rank 24 on the list, a high tier at best. But was it really the nerfs that ruined them? Hard to say. In my Why No One Plays episode on them, I brought to light how the key downside of PT is that you have access to many different strengths, but you can never have access to all of them at the same time. There will be moments where you wish you could stay on Squirtle but have Ivysaur's Razor Leaf, or you'll wish you could be on Ivysaur but have Charizard's Up Smash. Moments like these, where you're essentially piloting 80% of a character and have to make up that difference, are what may have caused people to think PT demands too much effort for
You'd be
not
okay
enough
with pre-patch
gain. It
Pichu
doesn't
versus
help that all
Steve?
3
Yeah, only
Pokemon
for
also
that.
share the same weaknesses, making it really easy to screw them over regardless of which Pokemon you're currently on. And as we've established already, the game has become increasingly more explosive to where a single mistake will put you in disadvantage for all eternity, or you'll just die. Having said that, I think the main causality behind them falling off would be that we just don't have anyone representing them right now. Quinn was the best PT for a short fragment of time, but during that time he took LMBM 2022 and made it past top 8 at Collision 2022 shortly after. Just recently we saw him get 25th at Riptide 2024.
For what it's worth, I still think that this character is very good. I feel like a lot of PT players still don't really understand how to use Squirtle that well. I feel like Tweak was really the only good Squirtle player. All the other PTs just want to zone out with Ivysaur or just do cringe shit with Charizard, and they think they're nasty. But their Squirtles usually suck. They just mash and don't understand how to play with good frame data.
And I don't think he grinds that much, so you could make a case that PT still has it in them to be a strong character. It's just everyone who played them kind of dropped them, or they're not playing anymore, so we'll have to wait for someone else to pick them back up. Although I don't think that's going to be happening because next year I think the new Nintendo console is going to come out, and of course with the new console comes a new Smash game. Final character I think will be Lucina. Granted, I know there are plenty of other fighters who fell off like Pikachu, Palutena, Shulk, Wario and stuff, but I want to talk about Lucina because she was practically right up there alongside Roy in the top 10, with a number of people arguing she was just a bit better. Yet at the same time, in spite of her incredibly high rating, no one really saw her as a massive threat everyone had to prepare for.
Why he says
Of course,
Lucina.
you can attribute that to her also being thought of as Honesty the character, a simple toolkit but a very effective one. She had good movement, some of the best frame data out of any sortie, great range and coverage with most of her attacks consisting of arcing swings, a strong anti-pressure tool with Dolphin Slash there.
I don't like it when people call Lucina honest. I played against Lucina every grand finals. Okay? That character's not honest. No. I know what back air does, okay? That's not an honest move. I know what shield breaker does. That move's broken. Marth isn't honest. He's just bad. There's a difference. She honestly borked. Yeah. Dude, up B, not an honest move.
Means one of the most difficult if not impossible recoveries to 2-frame, she was just strong overall. And unlike Roy, while Lucina technically did still have to approach, she could keep a fair distance away from her opponent, no pun intended, and play the mid-range. Having strong reps through Leon, Mr. E, Proto, and even Leo for a time, Lucina had a strong start pre-pandemic, and even post-pandemic people kept faith in her through Proto's strong results. But just over time she slowly but surely went down and down and down the rankings, placing even worse than Roy. In Lucina's case, she's a combination of all the aforementioned
No
factors
way.
I went over.
Who made this
to
tier
nearly
list? This tier list is ass. Why is Lucina that close to Zerasu? Get him out of here.
Worse than Roy. In Lucina's case, she's a combination of all the aforementioned factors I went over with the previous 4. She got power crept pretty dang hard by DLC and buffs to other characters. She's a generalist, of which the archetype fell off across the board as the meta became more refined around min-maxing. She received nerfs to her kill power, which, charitably speaking, was average to begin with, and once again, I think it was because she was kind of overrated. Not a bad character, mind you, but I feel like it's impossible for an honest character like her to be top 10 material. Roy, I can see why, but no way can Lucina be top tier when she's as fair as she is. In regards to nerfs, Lucina's forward smash lost a few points of knockback scaling, which may not look like a lot, but we're talking F smash killing at least a good 10% later, give or take. Secondarily, her forward air lost knockback scaling as well. It was labeled a net neutral on the wiki in light of her getting a bit more combo potential with it, but considering it makes people survive edge guards longer or even a straight hit on stage longer, personally I would call it a nerf. Power creep, we got like 5 mid to long range fighters through DLC. Violet, Aegis, Min, Sephiroth, and Sora. Additionally, Cloud and Corrin both got buffed. Even Mark got buffed. By extension, Lucina stagnated, hence why she fell off a bit. It's a shame what happened to these characters. Doubtless you may have seen memes on
Loki, you know, what would make Lucina a more broken character is if she was more fun and more people wanted to play her. But she's boring. She's just a point and click adventure. Nobody wants to actually do that. It's not fun. Everybody asked Leo why he dropped Lucina, and they're just like, sorry, Leo is just like, so boring. Balthazar, thank you for the 21 months.
on Twitter of people being like, perhaps I've been too harsh on you when looking at the previous top tiers of Wario, Palutena, Wolf, Joker, Lucina, Roy, compared to what we have now. But things change, nothing we can do about it. All we can do is adapt. Who knows, maybe we might see a resurgence in the future. I've seen Leo cooking on Joker in ways he never cooked before, so I'm coping with the rest of us. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on Ultimate's old top tiers if you think I missed a point with any of them. Aside from that, if you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe would be much appreciated. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at @varsfarum, join my Discord server, and check out my other Smash Ultimate discussions if you haven't yet. But till next time, thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again.
I think another good topic to bring up after talking about this would be like characters that didn't fall off, like characters that were considered kind of like pretty good early on but just remained good, like, or like got better. Like, you know what one character is that everyone expected to be bad at this point in the game but is still pretty good and kind of pulling results to some degree? Is Ness. Everyone expected Ness to be awful. Corrin is a different case because she got patches to help her out. But, like, surprisingly, like, Ness is one of those characters, right, that's just like, oh, you're still good like that? Okay, my bad, dude. I didn't know. Rob, that's, like, more predictable, though. Like, Rob is just broken, you know? If Rob got nerfed, it might be a little bit more surprising, but, like, he didn't get nerfed, so it doesn't really matter. Wario's actually one of those characters that I actually kind of agree. I didn't think Wario would stick around for so long, but I think Luto is such a good player. Young Link. Yeah, actually, Young Link is a perfect example as well. He's very strong, but nobody stuck with it, you know? It was the wrong PK boy. I feel like there is going to be no game where Lucas is just better than Ness, you know? Kind of Luigi is weird. Luigi is a weird like little case to talk about just because like he has such fluctuating results. It's the problem. Balls. Young Link has never gotten better than third at a major. I don't understand why. I really don't. He's choose to lose as hell. He has 53 ways to do 0 to death. He has to be good. His recovery's bad. Just not true. Who's the best Toon Link right now? Probably someone from Japan. They got 2 good Toon Links over there. I forget their names, though. I don't know. There you go. The overall reason why characters fell off is honestly just because people got used to them for the most part, or they got nerfed. Those are probably the 2 biggest reasons as to why characters would fall off. Except in the special case of Lucina, right? She got nerfed, but that's not why people stop playing her. It's just because she's boring. Which is insane. I don't know how in a game of like Smash you make a character so boring that people are just like, I'd rather do something else. Like, that's insane. Even Proto stopped? Oh. Proto, yeah, he plays Steven Min Min. He just dropped Lucina entirely. Jeez. He's to try hard. I didn't know if that's true or not. There you go. That's the reason why top tiers, the X top tiers have fallen. He didn't even talk about Zurusu, bro. Did he? Actually, he didn't talk about Zurusu at all. That's insane. Zurusu is trash. Did CSS fall off? I feel like she sucked the whole time. That's what I'm saying, dude. She's trash. She like, I don't know. I would say that she's fallen off because if you take like the average ZSS results from back then, you had myself, you had Choco, you had Shiki, you had Kuro. I don't think Doorstop was that good at that point, but like across the board there was just on average better ZSS results, and then like as you know we approached the beginning of the COVID era and then like post-COVID era, the results average have dropped by so much. There's still like the same amount of Zero Suit players now, right? Because there's, again, myself. Now there's Doorstop, there's Andrew T, there's Sharp, or sorry, Noah or Leviathan. And like, I think there's another Japanese ZSS, but I've never seen Homie do that good results-wise. So like, the average results have just completely dropped down. And even my own too, like, I don't place like in the top 4 or 5 as consistently as I used to. So just like, that's just a character that's definitely fallen off. Shu as well, I forgot. Your propaganda has demotivated people to play her? No, I don't think so. People still enjoy playing Zero Suit. A lot of people actually like her playstyle wise because she is fun to play when, you know, she fucking works and it's not in a tournament environment. Dirty for days. I think you should try typing that message one more time and maybe I'll respond. Just one more time, please. There you go. That's all I really have to talk about as far as the conversation goes. But thank you for watching. That's why all the top tiers fell off. Subscribe to the channel. Bye. Alright, chat. No more talking about that, alright? Save your intelligent messages for the next content bit. Are there anti-meta characters in Ultimate?
Smash Ultimate is a game that...
What the fuck is an anti-meta character? Chat, I want chat to define anti-meta for me right now. Something that counters the meta, is that what you're gonna say? What is the meta? ZSS in Japan. I've actually heard that. Honestly, I've had a lot of people come up to me, or at least just in conversation will say to me that Zero Suit is like very good in this meta. Right? She's not a great character overall, but she does like well against the top tiers or the current characters that are doing good. But that is just not good enough, in my opinion. I don't think that makes like a character good in the meta. So I really don't like the term anti-meta. I just think like it's just like more terminology to be thrown around. Let me see the
What's going on, LG?
Look, it's me. They have us reacting to the fucking tier list? Jesus Christ, hold up. All right, well, just look at this. So, like, people, like, look at this, like, list or something, and they're like, yep, Zero Suit is anti-meta because she's not a great character who does well against the top tiers. And I just think that that is a load of horse shit. Steve, I don't think she does that well against. Maybe better than most characters. I'll agree to that. Sonic, I don't think she beats him. Loses, even, wins. I'll give it up. Snake is also not top 5. I don't know how this happened. Loses, wins. Definitely wins. All right, we got 2. 2 of the top tiers. Loses, even. Loses. Probably wins. Probably even. Hard to say at this point. Wins, loses, even, or loses. Even, or loses. Not great. You beat like roughly 5 of the characters at best that are top tier. These are all characters that you're going to have to fight that are like meta relevant. You know what I mean? And like, you need a better matchup spread against the top tiers to be considered anti-meta, in my opinion. And also, it's just not even a useful trait to have, because while you're going through brackets, you're gonna have to fight these other characters. Like, there's still a lot of losing matchups down in this A and B tier that you have to worry about. Like, you know, Wolf or PT. You're like, these are hard. Sheik. That's a bunch of characters. Bayonetta is one of those. And then if you go down to B tier, you got Greninja and Falco. There's a fly, sorry. And Inkling, you know. Struggling characters. You can even go down to D tier. People don't know. Ike beat Zero Suit. This is a fact. This is a fact. Not good. I feel like if you're going to be considered anti-meta, you have to just be better in general. But I'm curious as to what this video says, because maybe it'll expand on the idea as a whole. And change my mind. Alright, Chad, I'm very hungry. Look, did you just add more shit and not ask me? What the fuck is coin flip? I hate this guy. Remove his rights. Gamba gamba. Alright. I'm gonna be munching on Scooby snacks while I do this video. Let's go gambling. Let's watch this video.
The top level has become far more fun to watch than it should be. This is because, unfortunately, the game is bad, now dominated by the likes of Steve, Sonic, and Mr. Game & Watch, 2 of the lamest characters in Smash history, and 1 of the funniest. but also the most broken. And yet, in spite of that, a large majority of the game's consistent top 50 players don't play these characters. Stubbornly, but thankfully, they press on with their own mortal characters, pushing the boulder up the hill live on stream for our entertainment, trying to find one of their 4 or 5 ledge options that will beat Mr. Game & Watch pushing the B button 18 times in a row. And sometimes they work. And we thank you for your service, Smash players. One must imagine Sisyphus happy, but one must also imagine what the game would look like if the top players were less stubborn and more willing to explicitly counterpick. Because the alternative would be to imagine that they all give in to the darkness in their souls and play Steve, Sonic and Game & Watch themselves, which would surely result in the collapse of Smash Ultimate as a spectator sport and its
True.
eventual usurping by fellow 28.
We need less Steves, less Game & Watches, less Sonics, less Fox players.
Team Classic, them's fighting herds. I guess the question becomes, how would you counterpick the top 3 characters in the game? It's a widely accepted belief that Steve has no losing matchups and only a few that are even. And Sonic...
Is there a character that confidently beats Aegis, Steve, and Cloud? I'm sorry. Aegis, Steve, and Sonic? Probably Cloud. But also, Spargo doesn't even go Cloud against Sonic, so...
Sonic's top players seem to think he could beat God if the timer was set at 8 minutes. Well, thankfully, we have a pretty convenient answer in the form of a kid called Spargo. Let's talk about Smash Ultimate's anti-meta characters.
Alright. Hold up. So, a thought piece. You need to find out what anti-meta is or means. You need to find out the meta and then think about the opposite of it. You know? So, what are the similarities that Sonic, Steve, what's the other one? Game & Watch all have? They do preposterous amounts of damage per opening. They have great recoveries. All super fucking boring. Yep, that's very true. They make... Okay. All right, guys. This isn't a therapy session, all right? I'm just asking a question. Disgusting advantage state. Okay, I like that. I like where this is going. They can apply one game plan to 99% of the cast and it works. That is a good one, actually. Okay, so now we need to find a character that is cool. Does a moderate to low amount of damage per opening. Has to actually think about the matchups, right? Peach, nope, she shits out damage. She does ridiculous damage per opening. Well, I don't even remember what I was saying. Not a lot of damage per opening. Meh recovery. We'll take a meh recovery because they all have really good recoveries. There's no doubt about that. Let me scroll up and see what you guys were saying. I feel like those are honestly the 2 biggest things. Is that you don't do a lot of damage. I don't think like being passive or like aggressive is like a good way to like define a meta, right? Because it's just character play styles at the end of the day. I'd say those are the 2 biggest key factors to like being successful in Ultimate is damage output and good recovery. You know? Zero Suit has one of those. However, she doesn't do a lot of damage. So, you could still argue ZSS, but not really. Would you say they all have the potential to kill you early? Kind of, right? Because Game & Watch and Sonic could do gimps, and Steve has the combos. You know? So, like, they can't really reliably kill early. Martha's lucky. There you go. Martha's anti-meta. He's the opposite of everything. Corrin does a lot of damage per opening, so I wouldn't count Corrin. Let's just watch the video. All right? This is a little thinking piece.
Oh my God! Wow, they fell out of it. Yeah, that mark as well, man. So gotta keep that in mind too. This lead, incredibly sizable. For Spargo knocking on the doorstep of capturing his first Watch the Throne championship, and there it is, the pop-off deserved, and the champion on stage.
Hey, I'm gonna be there soon.
Is your Watch the Throne 2023 champion.
Spargo is a young man from Mexico who loves K-pop and sword characters and just kind of showed up one day and started beating all the best players in the world. Yes, seriously, another one. They must have some kind of lab over there or something. Spargo is consistently North America's best dancer to the triumvirate of evil that often descends upon Smash Ultimate's major tournaments. He has a hugely positive overall record on Arcola, the #1 ranked player for about 2 years now and the best Steve in the world. He has less encounters with Mia, the best Game & Watch in the world, but has generally beaten him in a few
I could agree with Cloud being anti-meta, actually. Just based off of what we said before. He's got like an average recovery and he does like average damage per opening. He's got an extremely solid neutral and a big ass disjoint, which all those top 3 characters don't really have. We let him cook. We let him go.
encounters they've had and is utterly dominant against the second best Game & Watch in the world, Meister. He's slightly more back and forth, though more occasionally the victor against Sonic's, the best Sonic in the world, but also consistently beats every other Sonic player. And perhaps most impressively of all, he does this mostly with Cloud. Until Spargo materialized in a puff of tiny, K-pop loving smoke next to a crying Sonic player, Cloud is a character no one was really looking twice at. Spargo is the only real representative of the character at a top level, and his position on the tier list is surely almost entirely down to Spargo's success. I am personally of the belief that Cloud on his own merits is not a top tier character in Smash Ultimate, perhaps a high tier at best, but Cloud is uniquely suited to the current meta, specifically because of his matchups against Steve, Sonic, and Mr. Game & Watch. Perhaps if the meta were less well suited for a man of Cloud's talents, if super heavies with disjoints like Bowser and DK had more top tier qualities, and if the lone top level Pikachu player weren't from a country currently run by Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, things would be a bit
What did he
In the
mean
most
by
recent
that?
Steve
What's going on at Shiny Mark's place? What is he talking about? What's going on in Guatemala, chat? What, do I need a message? Shiny Mark, make sure he's okay. The heck?
matchup chart I could find from Arcola, he considers Cloud to be one of Steve's only 4 out of 70 plus in the game even matchups. Steve is obviously...
Wait. What is Arcola's matchup chart? Only losing to Aegis? Let me ponder this. As someone who plays neither Steve nor Pyramithra, I disagree.
Of 70 plus in the game, even matchups. Steve is obviously
Did you put Snake and Even?
out of 70
Interesting.
Smash Ultimate. He's the powerful character in Smash Ultimate. But if we're to surmise that he has any flaws, it's probably his lack of range. He has a bunch of stubby normals, and his only projectile is this directly descending abomination that also has a shockwave hitbox upon landing, because this was a game never meant to be played competitively, and we have forsaken God. Steve's stubby range means that he is frequently beaten out by Cloud's long, disjointed hitboxes in the mid-range, and these same disjointed aerials are the reason he can dismantle the blocks Steve likes to hide behind so easily. Steve also struggles somewhat with getting off the ledge. He doesn't really have any crazy extra mix-up options like a Samus or a Robin forward air, so he has to play the ledge like a normal person, and that results in Cloud, who pays rent at the ledge, totally destroying him. This is all to say that Steve can hide behind walls and mine all he wants, but eventually he does have to go in, and when he does, 9 times out of 10, he loses. Of course, the one time he wins, he does 80% and evens up all those previous 9 neutral losses, but hey, that's why the matchup's 50-50. Put simply, a Cloud player only has to outplay a Steve player a bit in this matchup, as opposed to the a lot required by most other characters, and Spargo is a player I'm convinced can outplay basically anyone in the world on a fundamental level. You, even with Cloud,
Give me another
can
character.
probably
I don't
not
want to talk about
outplay
Cloud anymore. I get
Aguilar
it.
on a fundamental level, because it turns out he is actually also just very good at the game. But you probably can outplay your local Steve main well enough on Cloud to somewhat make up for the power differential in characters. Go on, do it. Save us. Sonic as a character is defined by his spin dash as he is by the viewer tabbing out.
I wouldn't want more relevant Clouds. I'm just going to say that right now. Chat, I think Cloud's kind of boring and not cool. What do you guys think?
He appears on stream. I'm not going to go into the specifics of this move because I'll burst a blood vessel, but it's his main approach tool that is unreactable at many ranges, has invincibility frames on startup, and endless mix-up potential. Thankfully, it is no match for Big Sword. Sonic, going back to his also top-tier days in Smash 4, has always archetypally struggled with swords. Long hitboxes that come out fast and can beat out Spin Dash without trading with it. Another important element of the matchup is juggling, because something Sonic frequently does after passing through an opponent's shield with Spin Dash and presumably calling them a slur along the way is using a spring to retreat to beautiful aerial safety. Or at least, it would be safety if Cloud didn't have an up air the size of a fucking fridge. Sonic players feeling forced to put themselves in disadvantage after an unsuccessful Spin Dash is not often a problem against characters with smaller hitboxes that can't chase them down or trap the subsequent air dodge.
I'm glad he said that they put themselves in disadvantage, because Sonic players really be doing that. They're just like, I have to spring. I have to get away from my opponent. It's the only option.
But there's really no getting around a hitbox like this, nor Cloud's aforementioned summer home at the ledge, and thus, while it's arguable whether Cloud beats Sonic, he is undeniably one of the characters with the best matchup against him. Mr. Game & Watch has a similar problem to Steve in that he has generally poor range. He also has this up B that... Sorry. It's frame 3. Oh, I need to get my composure. It's frame 3. Invincible on startup, can be cancelled out of into aerials, functions as an incredible recovery move, and stage spikes you at 0 with the force of a UFC fighter whose fist is also a train. It's insane. It is very possibly the single most broken move in the entire game. I would make that argument. It might even be worse than Steve, Minecart, or Up Tilt, and I think you could argue that it's more important to Game & Watch's viability than Sonic's Spin Dash, but that's for a different video I'll never make, because I don't care to justify that opinion. This move is obviously a serious problem for any
this guy's funny. I like
character
it.
trying to
I like
play
so
the
far.
actual game of Smash Ultimate. Most notably, any character who makes combos, and therefore being cool, a central part of their game, loses soundly to Game & Watch, who up-Bs them anytime their combo stops being true, which is very often because there are actually very few true combos in Smash Ultimate of more than 2 hits. Most of what you're actually seeing is strings, i.e. sequences of moves that are not frame tight, and therefore sequences that Game & Watch can just up-B you out of. Mario Bros, Fox, Greninja, Captain Falcon, all of these characters' saucy game plans are shut down almost entirely by Game & Watch having this completely obscene get-out-of-jail-free card to deny their combos at every turn. For Cloud, this is not such a problem, because I believe
Where's the anti-meta
single most
conversation coming in, Ma?
important factor to beating Game & Watch is being good off of single hits. Not needing to string moves together, but instead hit one powerful move and then wait, bait, and punish the reaction. Game & Watch has historically lost to
Ew,
smaller
Smash 4
characters
Game &
because of
Watch.
how powerful their single attacks are alone without the need for immediate follow-up, and in Ultimate, it's no different. So Cloud totally outclasses Game & Watch in the mid-range, outranges him up close and at the ledge, much like he does Steve, and when he retreats to the air, much like Sonic, Cloud can keep him up there and juggle him for tons of damage with the great and holy up air. The lesson here is pretty
I love
simple.
doing that to Game & Watch players.
Tons
Just like, ooh, I'm gonna hit you. Ah, I must have been. Die.
up air. The lesson here is pretty simple. If you're sick of Game & Watch, swing a sword at him.
Is Shattuck gonna push this out? Oh my god, the bomb.
Potentially, he might. He's got all the kill potential in the
pin.
world.
That's
The
it.
only thing. Oh
If
my
he's about to
God.
call Corrin anti-meta, I would disagree, because Corrin damage output is egregious. The only thing, she doesn't have a great recovery, right? A lot of characters can exploit that. Not Zero Suit, by the way. Just continue.
Danik, pop it off.
Popping off,
Pop
man.
it the fuck off.
Yo, Danik, look at that
Let's
shit.
fucking go.
That's your boy, Danik.
Second to last Japanese representative and winners.
Yo, you spent.
Down to loot.
For Corrin, I'm going to go kind of fast because honestly, a lot of the stuff that's been said about Cloud also applies here. Corrin is a sword character that no one really looked at twice until a young man named Shaddick from Texas, who loves sword characters and listens to K-pop. Wait, Texas? That's right on the border. There is definitely something going on there. Showed up and started.
God damn, this guy
There
gets
was
it.
also Neo, who was taking names in Japan even before Shaddick.
That needs to be studied. This guy's right. What's good with like these young sword players fucking loving K-pop and being nasty at Smash Brothers? What is the correlation? And how does it happen? Is there a spawner? There must be. Are they machine made, perhaps? That Southern Water got something in it.
Became top 10. He was really the beginning of this Corrin renaissance in my opinion. I just thought it was worth a mention. It was a bit of a late start for Corrin, who's only really been discovered recently and become a bit of a late meta character in Smash Ultimate. But what's clear is that she has specifically doable matchups against the top 3. And yeah, much like Cloud, a lot of this is down to her back air and up air in particular. Corrin's back air...
I also wouldn't even say Corrin does like phenomenally against all of these characters. I don't know. Like, I think Shaddick has probably beaten all of them, but like... I don't know. Like, I feel like Corrin doesn't do incredibly, you know? She definitely does better than most characters, especially across the board, right? But still.
And side B allow her to destroy Steve's blocks from range.
I
without
disagree
putting
with this
herself
one.
In any real danger. And those same moves, as well as space down tilt, allow her to safely pressure Mr. Game & Watch's shield without fear of an up B. And the up air lets her keep Sonic and Game & Watch in the air when they take to it and juggle them for damage. Side B is also an ace in the hole in these matchups. It allows her to potentially two-frame all of these characters' recoveries, and since none of these characters ever really want to go over the ledge when recovering, it makes them easy pickings. Corrin's side B is surely the biggest reason she's decent into Sonic, as it gives her a strong and threatening kill move to contest spin dash from range. Corrin's edge guarding and ledge trapping is not quite as good as Cloud's, but a combo game is surely better, and I emphasize combos here, not strings. Sometimes, when she hits you with a neutral air at low percent, she just gets like another 5 hits out of it so fast that not even Game & Watch can do anything about it.
Like, I would consider the damage you get during Advantage State to be like damage that you get per opening, which means that she gets a lot of damage per opening.
Much like Cloud, I am not of the belief that Corrin is that strong a character on her own, but she specifically has some of the best tools in the game at dealing with the top 3. I do not like Corrin's existence in Smash, or indeed fiction, but I like her gameplay enough that if this is what is needed to take down the terrible trio, I encourage everyone to get working on their pocket Corrin and welcome our incestuous overlords. Shaddick and Neo's combined records against the top 3 characters in high-level tournament matches should surely be proof that this character is a meta buster.
Alright, what's the next
Before we
one?
continue this video, if you will, please let me bust it down my own way by reminding you that myself and a bunch of other guys from Hard Drive who are
It's the shill.
video project I've ever done, and checking us out. If you do, appreciate ya.
It is so close, Nerf.
No.
Literally, it's down to the
No.
last hit.
Boo.
It really is, and as of right now,
No.
Arnon can get
Disagree.
one single interaction. He's not gonna do it! No kill screen! And Mars pops up! He's
The
gonna
boys
take
into the
it.
prime.
Game 5!
Oh my goodness.
Zero Suit Samus was once a meta titan in Smash Ultimate.
A meta titan? Okay.
Notably keeping many of the lamest characters in the game at bay. Before a proverbial meteor
That's actually facts. She would call the Game & Watchers, the Luigis, the Pac-Mans. You guys didn't watch any of those people because of us. We were the cringe defense force. Zersu players, unite. Moving on.
wiped all the ZSSs off the face of the earth, Mars, the best ZSS player and previous top 5 player in the world, dominated Meister, the then best Mr. Game & Watch in the world, more than almost any other player not named Mortal Kombat Leo. This was a meta before Steve was released and Sonic was particularly relevant, but we'll get to those characters. In patch 11.0.0, however, disaster struck. Pyra and Mithra came out. ZSS was nerfed. The end lag on O neutral air, a move key to O neutral and vital to exerting pressure, was increased, as was the start up of her boost kick up B. These nerfs looked pretty insignificant at first, but they actually proved to be pretty damaging, particularly the neutral air nerf. But what I think is quite interesting is that while these nerfs have affected her viability overall, I don't particularly think they've affected her in some very specific matchups. Notably, the ones we're talking about today. You see, there's a unifying theme amongst this satanic Triforce: a lack of range. It's exploiting that lack of range that's made Cloud and Corrin so good against them, and it's seemingly the same for ZSS here. ZSS's Zaire in particular is a hugely disruptive tool against all three
And
of these
extremely
characters'
fucking easy to
defining
parry.
attributes. It can thoroughly wall out Game & Watch and contest spin dash, but perhaps most crucially, it can interrupt Steve's mining from range. It may not do a lot of damage or lead to a kill, but that's not the point. Just being able to poke Steve and stop him from mining, and indeed crafting, whilst approaching but still keeping yourself at a safe distance is huge. Huger than the pop-up hitbox on his broken ass up smash. God, I hate that shit. Zaire is not the only tool ZSS has at her disposal in these matchups, however. Oh no. You may remember that Mr. Game & Watch has an invincible frame 3 up B that can be used either out of shield or in the air to avoid combos and pressure with no risk, because he is the Antichrist. Well, with her down B, ZSS gives Game & Watch a taste of his own medicine. A similarly obnoxious piece of shit move on a less annoying character, and surely one of the single most broken moves in the game even still. ZSS's down B, the flip jump, effectively does the exact same thing as Game & Watch's up B, without the added bells and whistles of stage spiking you on the way up. A frame 3, or frame 2, some people say it's frame 2, move with invincibility on startup. This move allows ZSS to basically skip disadvantage state and escape any string your opponent might try and hit you with, and at least in 2024,
Get to the point where
skip
she's
straight to the
anti-meta,
bit
dude.
where she loses the match anyway. Unless your Game &
What do you
Watch,
say?
at least in 2024, skip straight to the bit where she loses the match anyway. Unless your Game & Watch, Sonic, or Steve. Because as you may recall, while these characters' flaws all stem from a lack of range, their greatest strength is that if they open you up even once, they can get stupid damage on you. Stupider than that pop-up hitbox on Steve's broken ass up smash. God, I hate that shit. So you have a character who can take advantage of the top 3 stubby range in the way Cloud and Corrin do, but you also have a character who can uniquely escape and negate their insane combo game. ZSS is not a good character on her own merits after the nerfs, even more so than Cloud.
I will agree a lot with the point that he made. You do kind of nullify a lot of the bullshit involved with the character by just simply not engaging with it. You just downbeat and that's it. That's pretty good. I will say I will agree with that point. He's winning me over.
Corrin, but she is again uniquely suited to deal with the 3 characters currently dominating the meta, and the results show it. At this year's Supernova, Mars, long since prioritising streaming over competing and having long gone from the game's top 10, defeated Mia, the Game & Watch player recently crowned the number 2 player in the world. Mia would go on to state that Mars was one of the players he was most scared of playing, presumably due to his dominating record over Meister pre-pandemic, and likely due to his knowledge that ZSS's nerfs have not made her any worse into Game & Watch. Also, at that
That's actually not true. He said that Zero Suit's nerfs didn't affect the Game & Watch matchup, but that's actually not true. I'm pretty sure if you nair Game & Watch's shield, now he can up B out. Like, and you do it poorly spaced. You used to be able to jab, but now you can't. I'm pretty sure it's like that. But also, like, you can't flip kick cheese him because Game & Watch likes to be cornered, like, a lot. It's very hard to nair flip kick him now.
Supernova, Mars defeated Onin, the world's second best Steve player and a previous winner of the Super Major in a nail-biting Game 5 set. And that wasn't even the first time he'd done that. He beat Onin in the exact same matchup the previous year at Supernova, then Super Smash Con 2. But at Supernova 2024, he took it a step further and went Game 5 with Akula, the number 1 in the world, nearly reverse 3-0ing him. It seems to be a Mars tradition now that he shows up at Supernova once a year, knocks a bunch of the characters you hate watching into losers bracket, and then disappears for the rest of the year, like some kind of Smash version of the Punisher whose wife and kids were killed by 16-year-old Nintendo gamers instead. There is
Why do you have to bring
quite a
that up,
bit
dude?
less data on top level ZSS versus Sonic. I'm the least confident that ZSS has a particularly great matchup into him than any of the top three. Between Zaire and Flip Jump and a great juggling tool and up air, you've got to think she has some game. ZSS in the modern meta could probably be the platonic ideal of a counter-pick character. She's not a character I think people strictly looking for success should main, but any high to top level player sick of taking 80% because they got touched by one of Game & Watch's pubes during a neutral air should seriously consider putting some time into her, I think. All the evidence suggests that she really does still have some game in these particular matchups.
He convinced me. He convinced me she's a little
There's
anti-meta.
one more character I want to talk about as a potential anti-meta character in Smash Ultimate. It's not a character.
That whole part with the being able to subvert, is that the word? Subvert their ridiculous advantage state. Definitely a boon. And it better not be Falcon.
Character that you're likely expecting. It's not even a character that's very good, like, at all. Nor is it a character with any wealth of data supporting my theory. But this is exactly that. Theory. And I thought maybe it might be fun if you would perhaps indulge me on a belief I have held quietly for some time now. Hear me out now, but there's a character that if people, particularly high-level players, took just a bit of a closer look at, they might just find they could do some damage against Ultimate's modern top tiers.
Don't say Falcon. He's not. Oh shit. Ricky.
The Belmonts are not good characters in Smash.
Low-key, I kind of agree, chat. I kind of agree. I don't know, but I see where he's coming from, but it's hard to fully agree with. No, chat, he's cooking. He's cooking. What's this guy's name? Fudge? Think about it. All right, let's take it one matchup at a time, right? Game Watch struggles with approaching against characters with big-ass disjoints. Ricky. You know, he's got the projectiles to zone it out, too. That shit checks out, you know what I mean? I don't agree with the Sonic one that much. But he has a lot of tools to deal with, like spin dash and stuff like that, right? He's got the holy water, he's got the cross. And Wild Time Death might just do what it's got to do. The real problem is getting gimped. I think it's, you know, I think Sonic's the least convincing one of this entire argument. However, Richter versus Steve, playable matchup, in my humble opinion. A playable matchup. Never played it myself. But you don't have to worry about the blocks. You can just throw the axe. Or you can just swat away the blocks with one little aerial. Let's see it.
Smash Ultimate. But they do, I believe, have the specific tools to deal with Smash Ultimate's most horrifying monsters. Primarily by exploiting the threesome's, say it with me now, lack of range. Lack of range. You fucked that one up, didn't you? Yeah, sorry. You only need to look at 5 seconds of Belmont gameplay to see the range they have on their attacks. Basically any aerial could disrupt Steve's mining or crafting, wall out Game & Watch, or challenge.
This really just
Sonic's
depends on
stage
how
dash.
Belmont's
I think the
aerials
real
do
kickers
against
here are the side B, the cross,
thingy.
and the down B, Holy Water. The cross travels even further
Minecart.
than the Belmont's already extremely long aerials, and the Holy Water is straight up one of the best ledge trapping tools in the game. And we've established that all 3 of these meta threats are a little limited at the ledge. I'm not going to sit here and try and tell you that the Belmonts are some secret counter to the top 3, but I believe they do clearly have almost all the same tools as the characters we've discussed so far, whilst just being worse overall characters. They have the range, they have the ledge trapping, and while the hitbox on their up air is very narrow, they do, to a lesser extent, have the juggling. What they also have is a dog water recovery, and generally among the worst disadvantaged states in the game, with naught but a poor man's Game & Watch up B to escape from combos. This up B can work occasionally in this sense, which is more than you can say for a lot of other characters, but it's still no match for a character like Game & Watch's frame trapping abilities. Still though, it's rare for a character to be able to destroy Steve's blocks with
So what this guy is telling me is that Hazmat can save ultimate. He's just choosing not to. Keep that in mind next time I see him.
little risk as the Belmonts, and it's rare for a character to be able to oppress Game & Watch at the ledge in the same way he does to others. If you look at the PG stats profile of T3 Dom, widely regarded as Smash Ultimate's overall best Belmont player, you can see positive records on Steve and Game & Watch overall. Admittedly, PG stats is not up to date and this is a flawed metric, but this is a sample size here, and it says something. It also shows an overall negative record against Sonic, and yeah, while I am confident that the Belmonts have some juice against Steve and Game & Watch,
Shoot on, he did down air to Pikmin.
About ZSS, I am a fair bit less confident about the Sonic matchup. Sure, you have range, but considering that Sonic can whiff punish you for breathing, you're going to need a bit less end lag than that. Which is crazy because the Belmonts moves aren't even that laggy. Against Steve and Game & Watch specifically, I just think there might be something there to a Belmont counterpick. It doesn't take much time watching either of these matchups to see how the Belmonts really could function as a low-key counterpick in much the same way that they somewhat understatedly dealt with Olimar before his nerfs. They have a pedigree in snuffing out stubby top tiers, and if someone were willing to put in the time, I think they could cause quite a shift in the meta by busting out the Belmonts. All you have to do is never lose neutral
Look how
once.
young
So
Shuton
go on,
looks.
top players, get in the lab, get chucking that holy water, and get exercising those demons. I greatly anticipate the shout out in your inevitable Genesis victory speech. And that's about all from me today. I hope you enjoyed the video if you made it this far. Just one last little reminder about palette swap. I'm really serious about this.
Chat, how many matches of Belmont do I have to play to try and queue up against a Steve player, you know? Try and like prove his theory. Maybe I do this for Fudge. Maybe I'm the guy. Chat. I might be the Belmont we're looking for, you know? I'll snipe, word. Let's see these anti-meta characters, bro. Come on.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul.
I am the anti-meta. Ricky. Should I play Simon and be different? Not like the other girls? Where's Hannah? They're popping off right now. That's not a meta character. What if you run into a red Pikmin? I am gaming. Nope. Never. I don't know what about playing this matchup that makes me want to like spam forward smash, but it just does. Here comes the skill. Psych. That's not F tilt. Dude, I'm gaming on this here right now. I've never played Ricky so well. Here it comes. Sick clip. I was feeling it, dude. This guy sucks. Oh, I died out. I died. That's a hot Belmonto. Side B out. Side B out of the corner. Thank you. My uppy. This dude sucks at doing true combat. What the? I should have probably known he was going to side B out of the corner again. Once more. Oh. Try again. Richter's Holy Water also doesn't trigger bombs since it's not fire. I'm switching mains. I need that. Simon! This is not a meta character. This is not an Iron Man. I want to play against a Steve. Be gone! Masher! I'm actually the lawest Simon Belmont ever. You guys see that shit? I thought we were done. I thought you were gonna SB. This guy's not lagging for me. He's doing the teabagging though. Got his ass. Darn it. Oh, you ass. We've probably played against that Link before. Luckily, he's free low. What did I do? I did the little tether cancel. I'm not playing against any meta characters, guys. I'm starting to think that Wi-Fi might not be a good place to practice my Belmont. My Senor Belmont. Oh, I did this. Fuck. What the hell is this? I've played against like 3 Wi-Fi characters in a row. What are you doing? Is that real? Die. Die. I didn't grab him. Wombo! Combo! The axe, no. This guy's wobbling me. I'm not dead. Go. Stupid. Carefully, don't have too much fun, dude. I've never seen someone struggle against Axe so much. You do the same thing to people, I bet. How did you not see that coming? Dude, the Axe is so stale. What's up? What? How did he cross out? Make it make sense. I was in the corner. This is trash. Die. He did the same exact thing before. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Dumbass. Better player. Wow, such delicate teabagging on the platform. I'm playing one more game of Belmont if I don't find a goddamn meta character. Abyss, thank you for the 42 months. You've been doing really well. Thanks, Abyss. Appreciate it. Hope I do well at Watch the Throne. Thought this is an informative video. I still feel stupid. That's not up to me, man. Great. I get to play another one of these matchups. This guy sucks. Forward air? No? You don't want to do it for the 80th time? What about that time Mars down air to mortar? You just gimped yourself. This guy just gimped himself. You have to kind of figure out when to go for dash grab at some point too, man. I want a dash attack. He's just pressing projectiles, not really knowing what's going on. I wanted to combo with it. I live. Alright, well you lost. He did that back here very poorly. I vanquished the darkness. Yeah! I did it! No, that wasn't faster than falling preference. That's funny you say that, though. I will anti this meta. All this anti-meta shit boring. Holy. I thought I could get him. My mash made me DI bad. I'm so raw. Oh, for real? I did the side B1 to confirm if that was gonna work or not. It did. Side B1 killed all of his momentum. It locked him in place. He was toast. Thought you were gonna drag him down like on Fox. Nah, I don't know if that would work against him. Actually, it'd probably work better. Recovery's worse. If he did the scrub air dodge, I still would have got him. Oh, fuck yes. Meta. I should 3-stock this guy, right? Stuffed him out with my range. Wow, that's good. That felt good. I just destroyed all of those blocks in one move. Dude, I'm owning. Masher. That shit is strong. I'm owning. Alright, we've proven it. Cloud is an anti-meta character. We've done it. So now I'm gonna go Belmont and see if see if it works. Hopefully I'll run into the same guy. Wanted to come home from school and play Steve from Minecraft. We got bullied at school and online. Yeah, surprising lack of Game & Watch here. Come. That's not what I asked for. This is the exact opposite. This is a minus 72. I'm actually so raw. Not even funny. So raw. You guys can say it. It's the most inspirational Simon Belmont you've ever witnessed. Dude, look at the fucking respect I am demanding right now. I'm dead. Nope. No! You guys want to see me outplay this guy in a second? Hold up. Check this shit out. I gotta get him off stage first. Alright, check it. Yup. Damn it. How do you figure it out? Yeet. I accidentally SD'd and I killed him. So that was pretty cool. Yo! Oh no. Can you just lose already, man? Just watched it happen. Get them to 400% and kill them with that silly move. I probably could. You're probably right. I probably could do that. I'll start trying to do that. That's my new mission for the day. Until I run into a Steve player. Getting hit by Axe as Pikachu is crazy. Not really. I actually think Axe is probably what you're most likely to hit Pikachu with, but still nice. You know, this fucker again. Do you think he learned? Do you think he learned his lesson? That's the wrong way. Holy shit. He was teabagging me last time we played. Yeah, I got a teabag him back. I'm so good. I should really be careful about using Z to pummel. Oh. Alright. 300% incoming. Unless it gets too close. I don't want this guy to feel good about himself. Try harder! Come on! Come on! Come on! Here we go! Die. SD. I hope he's molding. He's just not thinking at ledge at all. Bombs up tilt, shake my hand. Nair putting in overtime that match though, holy. Brothership? What is that, Luca? Sounds like an Assassin's Creed game. Dude, this is the most Pikachus I've ever had to fight. It's when I decided I was going to play Belmont today. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like that. That sounded like an Assassin's Creed title. Did I say that out loud? Definitely intentional. Don't check. What a read. I didn't even get a 2-frame. Metaphor tomorrow? Oh, that's coming out? Hell yeah. Alright, we gotta kill him with the Flaccid Whip. Great start. I gotta wait. I gotta be careful. If he DIs that wrong, he's just gonna die. How do you make your opponent live for a long time as Belmont? Got like mostly kill moves. Wait, that's gonna kill him. You got me in the corner. Stop disengaging. He's not making it easy. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? I'm excited to play Metaphor. Storms is the sole reason that I'm even considering buying that game. Big Zam with 39 months, thank you. I want to play Metaphor, but I don't want to put 100+ hours into a game right now. You should just fucking do it, dude. Why not? D-bars. I don't know, man. You've done it, though. You caught me at my dark hour, though, playing Simon Belmont. It's like the wave dash. That's not up tilt. Yeah. The moment he tried to grab me. Oh. might just die from that DI alone. Oh no, he's good. Here we go. We're killing with it. Darn it. Baited. Could still do this. Cross might kill him at this point. So I'm dead. I'm dead. Why did I do that? Fuck. I'll never run into a Steve or a Sonic or a Game & Watch. You killed him with the wrong move. Yeah, I did. Dude, I'm over here trying to do fucking this. Alright, what's the best direction to put this thing out? Ooh, I just start on the right? That goes hard. I could kill them with the little... Didn't you already fight one, Steve? Yeah, with Cloud. But this shit is meta. What the fuck? Yeah, this shit is just as meta as all those other fuckers. My coverage. Almost. I almost had him. This is the one. Got him. I'm actually like Mondo brain for that one. Why are you going pyro? Wait, you're at 45. I'm at 45. Why didn't she go that way? Surely you would never finish the edge guard. You're trash. That shield poke. She can't kill Simon Belmont. Top lap. Gosh darn it. I True combo. He plays like an Autobot. You know what I mean? Nuh-uh. Alright, hold up. This is the time. This is the time I do it. Someone's got a solution. Going to try hard mode. Time up. Fuck off my stage. You're alive. This is a good thing. Don't die. I wasn't sure. I don't know what to do.
I vanquish the darkness.
As a Simon and Richter main, do you have any tips for me? Yeah, when you're camping, you should throw out the holy water and then do this move. A lot of Belmont players don't know about this move. It's really good, and when you throw it out at first, you should hold to whatever direction you're facing. Very good. You're welcome. That'll be $600, and I will give you my Metafy card. Should kill him with down B F smash. That'd be so embarrassing. Yeah. First time joining stream? I'm sorry I'm playing this character. I'm dead. It's so fucking over. It's so fucking over. It's so fucking over. Oh, it's so fucking over. It's so over. It's so over. God. Over is an understatement. Oh. I'm dead. Actually, though. I just died to jab 2 at like 8. Okay, Venmo. My Venmo is the best coach for Simon and Richter Belmont NA at Gmail at Belmont.com. Oh, I'm the nastiest. Game. You know what? Holy water F smash. Oh, I'm so raw. Holy water. What's up, fucker? I will do it again, dumbass. Oh! Down 4 air. Holy water again. Nair. Forward tilt. Low angle forward air. Nair. Get another Nair. Close quarters. Cross it up just in case. Do the cross. Shield. Shield. React. God damn it. He didn't react. Yep. Bitch. Yeah. onto the platform for no reason. And then this way. Rolled the wrong way. It's just too easy when you're me. Stupid. Oh, yeah. It's an infinite. Jump. Thank you. Whoop. Holy water. Holy water. Hey-ya. Oh, I'm fucking dead, aren't I? No, don't do it. Yeah. Okay, dude, come on. Can you at least try to aim it next time? Whoop. Going forward smash. Thank you. It's an infinite. No. What if I broke his shield? Come down here. Whoop. I'm fucking dead. I'm so cooked. Jump into it. Die. No. Oh. My life just flashed before my eyes and I'm at 8%. Alright, we get the neutral get up. Roll. Okay. Oh, route. I'm so fucking locked in, chat. Ow! Ow. Do not. Oh, he's ass. That shield broke me. Footstool. Yup. Dude, who's trash? No, the return of the cross at 295. Classic okay big guy move. You always forget about the cross when it comes back, especially when you're at 195. Or 295? I actually didn't know what percent he was at. Only a third of the way to that move killing. Keep going. What's up, Goldmere? Can I get your Prime Gaming? Any Prime Gamers in the chat? The cross also goes by the Spanish Inquisition due to its unexpectedness. Okay. What if Simon becomes highest GSP? It's a good day. Dead. It's so over. Hey, I almost died. You're dead. Bink. Stupid. The song goes stupid. Dead. Actually dead. Wait, oh, I thought he was Pyra the whole time. This color palette swap is so crazy. Why learn how to do a fucking infinite? Up smash. It was a bait. Oh, come on! Oh, shit. I thought I was like Neo in the Matrix, but I'm just not. More like Gollum in The Hobbit. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm the best. Fire dash I hurts. Very strong move. Look at me, I hold shield versus Belmont. Get a load of this guy. Whoop. Whoop. Oh no. We're good. Down tilt. I'm actually so insanely raw, it's not even funny. Whoop! Going in. Going out. I win these. Oh, I thought it was a bait. I baited myself. Wrong way. Okay, I still win these, right? One for believers. Two if you're cringe and stupid. And don't believe. Hold. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wrong way. Hold up, I'm locked in. I'm dead. Oh, so that time I teched and it didn't fucking matter. Thank you. Thank you, Sakurai. Nice one, Pyra! You put your opponent in an unwinnable position. You're the best! The best! At least he didn't let anyone down. There was a couple. We had a couple believers. If God loved me, he wouldn't have forced me to play a -4 matchup. Dude, can we get like a meta character, please?
3, 2, 1, go!
Wahoo! 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 You didn't want to mash up B like everyone else? Like you're, like all before you? I can't fucking see where the ledge is on this map, man. Yes. Yes. That's not what you should do after drag down air. Let that be known. Down tilting. You're awful. Oh no. I blame the background of the stage, dude. I can't fucking see my aerials. Okay. A good thing we traded, right? I didn't know what I could have done to actually try to kill him there, but I don't know if there is anything. will live. Closer. I like popped above it. Oh, good. I tried to parry it. I did not. Claimed it. Huge damage. Nice. Nice recovery, Nick. Good job. Alright, I'm gonna switch off for one game. Just to mix it up a little bit. Yeah, watch me get Game & Watcher Steve. Hopefully not Sonic, but she beats Sonic. Dude, this is the 15th fucking Pyramithra I've had to fight today, and I'm pretty sure it's like all different ones.
2, 1, go!
Alright, if you want your character to be anti-meta, you gotta also beat this character. Or do well. Sure. Watch out there, Golda. Be careful. Learn to hit your moves, dude. Brain back off. That's not punishable. A B? Nice.
That was great.
It was alright. I wouldn't say that was great, Corin. How much longer until I lose my mind? You'd be eating the same soup for every meal for the last 3 days. Ugh, that sounds awful. I've definitely had times where I do that as well, though. It's just like, well, I made this dish. It's got like 80 portions. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, baby. We're eating mac and cheese. Woo! Soup. My girlfriend made like this quinoa salad. It's tasty, don't get me wrong, but third time around doesn't really hit the same, you know?
3, 2, 1, go!
It's also like a salad, so it's like not that filling. Anyway, to ease the burden, I'm making fried rice today. Beef fried rice. I will jump get up, down B, down air, up. I made a huge pot of soup when I started feeling sick, and I just been destroying it while I recover. Soup while sick is such a move. Up B. Well, I was ready for it. This guy's a tryhard. You know the Aura Sphere combos? Get the fuck out of here, man. I live, bitch! And I will continue to do so. Am I dead? Surprisingly not. I forgot you just don't spot dodge versus this character really. Well, that one sucks. I don't really consider that, you know, like disrespectful. Post-game teabags are for cowards. Alright, it's not mine. Swat away my thing. I'm getting pieced up. I keep missing the parry on that. It's like not a hard parry. Oh, I thought I would grab the ledge. There we go. Let's get chaos. Got my dash away. I thought I had a little bit more room to get away. It's already Friday for you? Like Friday morning? Isn't it like what time is it for you right now, Storms? Didn't I say I was gonna play a different character? I don't remember. I've yet to play a meta matchup, dude. Why are there so many people watching me play Belmont? Midnight 24? Okay. I'm done playable after this. This is it. There are no meta matchups on Wi-Fi. Any Aegis play today? Not for me. I'm sick of seeing that character today. I'm on an Aegis strike. I'm in a Sheik mood. I'll play Sheik after this. I was able to win a few games after playing you and broke my massive losing streak. Ah, I love to hear it, man. Sweet. I'm glad that, you know, you're kind of like retroactively thanking me for beating you. That's pretty cool. You're welcome. I'm dead. Back? How have I never seen that? I will not play the matchup as cringe as possible. Zombie. Surely he's just dead. He's light, right? Do I think online gets me better? No, I think it makes me worse. Tuned in and you were almost lost to +3. I had to lock in. Rocket Saws, I think you should keep your opinions to yourself. Great song, by the way. Is this fun to you? Playing Jigglypuff like this? I find Jigglypuff pretty unfun to play, personally. Funny, the one time he actually doesn't use Sing is the one time he probably should have. Alright. Can we get much higher? Play for time. Think about it. Do you guys think that there's anyone in Florida right now playing Elite Smash? I hope so. I think it would be really funny. Cheesy ass rule set, dude. We're listening to this garbage song for this long because of you. Good. Deserved. Timing out low tiers is definitely where it's at. No, Poppy Bangman. I do not think that this person thinks they can win this game. Why ya yora?
3, 2, 1, go!
He had a jump. Whoa, fish out with the 10 gifted. Hey, I'm sorry for what I did to you, man. Thank you for the 10 gifted. You're the man. Insane 0 to death. Just beat me on stream and I missed it. You didn't miss it, dude. You were there the whole time. I wish that worked out. It did anyway. I just had a feeling as soon as he went for that down air, I was like, you don't know how to tech. Something about you just tells me. So someone stole your tag, and then I realized that no one would hit all those needles. Only I would start needle camping all out here like a piece of shit. I saw the timer and I was like, fuck it, we ball for time. Top 3 anime for me. Haikyuu's good. Yo, what is this stage? Yo, this song is nuts. Great counter pick stage. I don't believe this guy knows how to read her. Even though he very clearly just did. Oh, we're just staying on the... I was like waiting for this shit to transform at some point. I'm shocked he's alive. Outplayed. Fish out, thank you for the prime, appreciate it.
This is Fox, returning to base.
Any other Prime gamers in the chat want to sub for free? Looks like they're having a conversation. God loves you. Okay, big guy. Love a good shine spike. Shit works. No jump. You know, I actually didn't know you could let go of shield in the middle of that move happening. Never tried it. Too scared. Bro, panicked. He's just mashing out a hit stun and nothing else. I was trying to embarrass this dude hard.
Mission complete.
Play the Mii's mods. Kill that man. No one can just say that and get away with it. That was me. Thanks for the free low, bub. Box is broken. It's not your fault. Do I like Mexican food? I do like Mexican food. Meow. Mods tort his testes. So I'm the only one that likes the Mii's. Yeah, basically. Incredible. It's not gonna stop me from maddening.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate. Keep training and working on your side. Now return to your original position.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate. While exhaling, bend forward and touch your toes with both hands.
In this.
Return to your original position.
That was a sweet spot though.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate. Keep your hands and heels on the floor. Hold this pose for 30 to 40 seconds.
He's taken 71.
Now return to your original position.
He's taken 84. I playing Cloud or Roy, dude?
Feel the
Yeah.
side.
There's no way I was killing with that move. It was so stale.
Elite Smash. K. Rool.
Tough matchup. Yeah, there's nothing you can do in that. That one is tough. Abi is just... It's just too good. And forward smash. I like that there is a grounded animation for K-Roll up B. I like that for a lot of up Bs. Like Plant, for example, there is technically a grounded animation. I win. Good games. Good games. Tough matchup. Alright, I call this a J before. Nano damage doesn't count. Alright, in that case, I think it should. A boing. Yo, decent combos? Oh, actually. No, see, I'm not a fucking Twitter bot, alright? I know how to tech. Alright, I see you setting shit up. I'm just doing get up attack. Dead. No. No. Where's your sister? What the fuck? Oh. They were like directly inside of each other for like a long time. Alright, here we go. It's your time to shine, man. Oh no, I'm a Twitter bot. Good job. Wait. Oh, I've been mixed. That is a hitbox? I have no idea. Sucked? Cucked? I'll do get up attack again. You think I'm fucking scared, dude? Oh, that actually shield poked me. I know that's a fucking setup. Oh, but I countered it! I knew what was happening! Mr. Streamer, any reasons as to why John Cena follows you on Twitter? I don't think he does. And also, he's one of those guys who follows everybody. So.
Greninja.
Down for post-stream Lethal tonight or tomorrow? Is there like an update or something? Oh, you're just in the mood for more Lethal. Today's Thursday, yeah? Right? I'm not opposed to it, but you gotta get other people to go to be down to play. Dude, another Ice Climbers. Get these gyms out of here.
3, 2, 1, go!
What do I do if I'm trying to quit, but the Twitter app is calling out to me like the Green Goblin mask? Put your phone down, dude. Leave your phone in the other room. There, I'm dead. One more soap. Do I play with game audio? Yeah. I think the down throw has a hitbox. I probably could have just done that. Dead. I don't like playing against ice climbers most of the time. Oh, dude, I almost died. Damn, you're trash. Oh, I just slipped off the ledge. Keep reading the stream title as I am anathema. I don't know why. That's not what it says. Alright, I'll play one more, and then we'll wrap up the stream. Yeah, chat? Yeah. These are their Martha or Snake, and I still see Storms in the chat, so. The F Smash Sweet Spotted. Dude, I was at like 8. What do you mean the songs of today? What is that? Is that like a thing, or you just talk about music in general? This guy loves jab. Holy. second Forward Smash, bro. Modern music in general. Don't have an opinion. Don't really care that much. Dumbass. Forward smash. No tipper. We probably have some closet Swifties in this chat. Dude, I was like low-key expecting him to die. Forward smash? Forward smash? Forward smash? Not fair. Much better. Stabbed him in the knee and he's dead. Alright, there you go. 6 p.m. Perfect time.
The day is mine.
Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, probably more Smash. Who really knows at this point? You tried getting tippers versus an absolute masher. It's very hard. It's like the worse your opponent is, the harder it is to get tippers.